Hey everybody, my name is Holly Lamb and we're starting off at the Dollar Tree and continuing our sweet spring. Seen those before? Here are the chunkies. Look at these houses. Look at the chunk. Oh, that's a nice house. Nice chunkies on these. They always have. Yep, they always have these. These are great. See the sweet colors. Oh, they got so many colors. I have those. Okay, now that Valentine's Day is past us, we have these things left over. I'm sure you have them in your stash as well if you didn't have them out already. These have been around in the Dollar Tree for a while, and they're great. They've always been a real neat find. And so I ended up with one of each of these. I had a set of these at school. I have a set at home. You know, these are just fun to have. But I'm not going to worry about getting the top parts and not even worry about those tags. I'm just putting white wax to give it almost a naked cake kind of side look, as we're going to make a heart-shaped cake. A little fake bake here today. I'm going to use one of these little spackle containers from the Family Dollar. You can find these, I think they're $4 at Family Dollar right now. Some crafters are still saying you can find these at Dollar Tree. I have not seen these in Dollar Tree for years. You can get spackle, but you can't get, you can get the caulk, but you can't find the spackle anymore. I don't know. Mine don't have them anyway. But see how that white wax just kind of, takes the roughness of the edges and just makes it look like a, kind of a naked cake icing look. Now I'm going to stack these on each other and put spackle, through my icing bag in between. So I want them to stand up. So I'm going to take these little squares that are the Crafter Square always has. And these are going to, raise up my little wood pieces or MDF or whatever these are. And I want it to be kind of flat. So I'm going to put the hot glue around so they don't move and a little bit of super glue. All this you can find at the Dollar Tree. And then I'm going to stack it. Now I am going to use some hot glue on the tops, but I didn't want it to be all hot glue on the tops because I wanted them to be level. And I had pulled the spackle straight out of the can and, mixed it and thought it was loose enough, but it still wasn't. I was trying to get it to do, and it still wasn't loose enough. I was not happy with it. So I scraped it right back off. No worries. Yep, all is well. And then I added a little bit of apple barrel white, which actually made it a little bit whiter. This stuff will dry a little bit gray on you if you don't add a little bit of white. So it was better that I added a little white. And look at that. It came out just like icing and was acting just like buttercream. So there we go. And notice I keep a twist on my bag so I don't get air bubbles in there. And then I'm just going to very quickly, my hot glue is now set on high so it stays very liquid. And then I can put them together. All right. So I'm just going to do that on every level, putting a little hot glue around the blocks because they're not going to show anyway. I just want them to be still and sturdy so I can put down my spackle. And this, the kind of watered down spackle with the paint worked great. Easy peasy. And we're just going to stack that up. And I just put it in an order of the colors that I thought would look nice. The pink, green, purple, and then we'll put the blue on top. Because I love to decorate with blue anyway, so I thought the blue peeking through most would look nicest. It was the hardest thing was just trying to get them straight and not have them leaning, because there you go. Whoops, I had to keep spinning it to make sure I had it straight, and I was just eyeballing it, so I don't always trust my eyeballing, but it worked out just fine. So there's our stack. Okay, now I wanted to cover up, I'm going to put some pom-poms on this as the kind of decoration. You can see the pom-poms there. But I wanted to cover up the cutie pie because, again, I don't want the Valentine's theme to kind of come through. It is a heart shape, but, I don't want the Valentine's theme to come through. Now, these are Walmart, $1.47 for that multi-pack of pom-poms. I got the pastels because that's the theme I'm kind of going with in my little sweet spring kind of theme for my dining room. And so I just followed my outline of the heart. And then where the hot glue might have shown and was kind of sticking out, I just put a few of these seed beads. You can see I have them over there in my organizer, up against, the hot glue, because the hot glue is clear anyway. And so the seed beads just, made it look a little more decorative. I didn't want to see the hot glue. That's always a goal of mine. You don't want to see the hot glue. Okay, so there's my little heart. And I decided a different design. I'm just doing stars on the top instead of the little shells I did on the sides. And then a little topper of a bigger pom-pom, a little bit bigger pom-pom. They had different sizes, and I separated them into baggies from that multi-pack from Walmart. And there goes some more seed beads for the top. And I love it so much. You can see the beads in there, just a little bit of sparkle, not too much. But there were some little, see the little shadowy holes? So I did come back with a smaller tip. This is a 21, Wilton 21 tip, which is a smaller star. And I just put a couple little stars hither and thither where the shadowy sections were. So it looked full. Of course, we know that there's filler inside with the little blocks, but I don't want that to be evident in the final product. So there you can kind of see a little bit of the stars for the filler. And the sides, that just looks so pretty with the pink and the green and the purple and then that blue on top. And I just love how this fake bake turned out. This was so much fun, and it's easy to move because it's solid, and I just love it. I think it turned out great. All right, now this honeycomb birthday cake in the party section of the Dollar Tree caught my eye, and I was decorating my dining room with the honeycomb kind of party decorations anyway. You see my X's and O's, and those you can find in the Dollar Tree. Now the big round one I got at Dollar General in their party section. So when I saw these cakes and I was doing my fake bakes and been having fun with that, I thought for $1.25, let's just see what it looks like. So I brought it home, and it's almost like magic. You open it up and poof, you have a little cake. I just love honeycomb stuff. I've been making my own honeycomb things with music sheets. I'll show you in another video. But I noticed that it wanted to lean. After I opened it up that one day, I had them sitting out, and the middle section of the cardboard, it looks straight when you close it, but it wants to lean one way or the other when you open it up. So I just trimmed off the middle section there, and that made it sit up a little bit straighter. There we go. Look, it's got little candles you can slide in there. Now we're going to dress up those little candles. I think that's adorable for a birthday cake. But I'm not making birthday decorations. I'm making my just regular decorations. So I'm going to use some chenille yarn from the Dollar Tree section. They have a lot of pretty colors out right now. Of course, they have lots of yarn, but this chenille I thought looked very, I just thought it was pretty. And the colors worked well with my pom-poms, so things would kind of go together. Now, I wised up and stopped using my fingers close to that hot glue. I'm back on low on my Surebonder, but I started using that Cricut tool to push the chenille ribbon or yarn into the hot glue. I'm trying to keep the yarn on top of the glue. I don't want to see any glue, but that little tool really helped this process. And anybody who's wrapped yarn or twine or whatever around something knows it takes a little time, but it's worth it. And look how cute. When I finish this little topper, it almost looks like a little crown for our little honeycomb cake. It's so cute. So I left the little insert that's going to slide into the cake. I left it plain, and oh, so cute. I did that one in 2 sections, and the other side I did in one just big section. And then I decided just to go with the lightest color of pink pom-poms, the tiniest ones they had in that multi-pack, for the edges to hide the cardboard. And this turned out to be the cutest little, almost like a little crown for our cake. Again, I'm trying to hide the hot glue. I don't want any of it to show through. Okay, now I found this dish at the I think I found it actually at Hello Goodbye, one of our thrift stores. And so I'm going to flip it over, and it's going to be our base for now. Of course, hot glue is going to peel right off of that dish if I ever want to change it. But for now, it worked out just perfect, because anything that had bent, I was able to kind of stand up straight in, right on top of into that hot glue. And so all of my little bent bottoms, I could, stand up nice and straight. And now it's going to hold there because of the hot glue. And so there we go. We just put it right in there. And then I'm going to cover up this edge with some more of the chenille yarn. I think I do a double row. And just take my time and try to get it all covered up. Push it together. And now this one, I use the same yarn I'm going to use later in the video for another project, but this yarn came from Michael's. And it's a little bit thicker, so honestly it went a little faster. It's going to be for my white honeycomb cake. I got a pink and a white, and that's all the colors I could find at Dollar Tree. I was hoping they'd have a blue, but I haven't seen the blue. I'm still kind of scouting out the party section to see if a blue ever pops up, or a purple. But so far, just white and pink. And look at these multicolors. And I put the little multicolor in a pattern with the pom-poms for his little crown. And now I'm just going to finish up decorating the tops of my cakes with these multi-sizes from the pom-pom collection I got at Walmart. In just a random pattern, in random sizes, random colors, and oh my goodness, it's just a smile ready to put on your face when you see these little cuties. Now, you saw I was kind of pushing. I wanted to make sure to get that hot glue up a little bit higher. I don't want to push down my pretty paper. So I'm trying to let the hot glue stay, keep it holding up, and oh, so cute. Oh my goodness, look how cute it looks with that little tree right beside it. And then I set the plate on another plate. So sweet. Then we'll come around to the pink one, and look how cute it looks with the cotton candy, faux cotton candies I made in the last video. The 2 shades of pink with the darker and the light. Oh my goodness, so cute. Oh, I hope you can find these honeycomb cakes. They're fun for parties or just for every day. Why not? Okay, we're off to my favorite Habitat Restore and to the lamp cover section. All these little lamp-like covers that just are plentiful at the thrift stores are great for bases. And I was looking for some bases because I wanted to make some candy trees and some fun trees. And these little dirty guys, they came home and they went in the dishwasher, and I got them all cleaned up. I'm going to be using these trees that I got half off after Christmas at Dollar Tree, 63 cents. And if you've never used these tinsel items, this tinsel went straight to school. I'll be using that at school for sure. I don't let that go to waste. But I want to use this cage as a base for my fun candy trees, my sweet theme trees. And I'm going to use this these foam sheets and this felt sheets I got at Michael's. They had all their Christmas on 80% off, and this was Christmas. This just screams, any day to me. So I love it when I can find a clearance on a holiday that I could use all the time. So that's always a nice surprise. So I'm back on low on my hot glue gun, and I just am making a base for my candies that I'm going to put on here. There we go. And that's felt. And this was also, I feel like I got those packs for $1 each. That was just a great buy at Michael's. And the felt will look better if it shows through on my little candy trees. But the foam I thought would be a better base. So I didn't just put the felt. I wanted to put a layer of foam. Now, the Valentine's candy is all consolidated and almost gone now at my Dollar Trees, but they had a few of these bags left, and I couldn't contain myself. I had to try these hearts. They're so cute. And so these are actual marshmallows, so I'll only be able to have these out for a while. You know, it's fun to put these sort of things out, but of course they're not going to last forever. I won't be able to store and use them again next year. It's just something for, you know, a temporary decoration. I started off putting the hot glue set on low on the marshmallow and then putting it on the felt, but I ended up doing this and just kind of putting it on the felt, and it just went a lot faster this way. If you have the marshmallow or the hot glue set on high, you're going to have like s'mores. You're going to be melting your marshmallow, and we don't want to do that. We want to keep the integrity of the heart. And oh my goodness, look how cute. Now there are holes, you know, because the heart obviously is not a, you know, perfect circle. So there's going to be holes, and I'm going to be using some marshmallows from the Dollar Tree over in the baking section. They have a couple different types in my Dollar Tree, and they are there's a pastel set, and then there's the regular campfire white marshmallows. And here I'm trying to find one good pink one and one good white one just to put up top. I was trying to find the best ones, and I'll just put them together there, and then I'm going to wiggle in one more on top. And so here goes the filler, just to make those hearts stand up nicely. There they are. They have two different types of marshmallows at my Dollar Trees, and so I got the pretty pastel ones. Now there's green, there's a dark pink, and a yellow as well, but I just went with the lighter pink and the white, and I just did a random pattern. I didn't even try to go like white, pink. I just did a random pattern for the filler. The pattern of the hearts is strong enough. It's not going to matter what color marshmallow, or I didn't think it did, and I think it looks fine. There were more white than there were the light pink, so I just made it just random. And after I did all this filler, I wiggled one more on top, one more heart. Yes, and I put them down at the bottom. The hearts are kind of hanging off. These little light fixture covers are great for crafting with too. They kind of sit things up nice and high. Now I'm not going to glue these in. I am just going to let gravity hold them on these lighting covers, because I may, you know, when I get rid of this one, I may want to put something else on the top. And they, with their kind of frosted white base, they just go so pretty with this. And I couldn't resist those marshmallows. I had to do it. Look how pretty that base is. That lighting cover. All right, now I had a lot of these hearts left over, so I had to finish up. I thought, yep, got to do it. Got to use the sweethearts. Now, I don't know about you, but I was not real happy with the writing printed on these sweethearts this year. The ones from the Dollar Tree and the Brock's were a lot prettier than this particular sweetheart brand, and I just thought the writing was messy. And so I decided to keep it a little bit more neutral and a little less Valentine-y, and I used the back sides of these hearts in a very random pattern. The only color I didn't use in this particular bag were the peach ones. They were a little bit too dark orange for the sweets theme I'm going for in my dining room, so I just use the backs. Every once in a while, when I get around to the end of a circle, I would have to trim with a little pair of scissors and then file it down. There we go. So it's a little bit smaller than the other hearts, but it filled the hole nicely. There we go. And again, I used those bases, those lighting covers, to, you know, as I was decorating this tree, They're great to just prop something up and work with. And I just continued my random pattern all the way around. And that one bag I ended up with was plenty for this. It's a pretty good sized tree. I decided to put one with the writing on top. It was a little bit, I had laid out a few that kind of had some good writing on it, but I ended up with an XOXO for hugs and kisses. We can all use hugs and kisses all the time. And I just put it on there kind of catty on the top. So that says XOXO. It's a little hard to see there. But I thought it went great with my little sweets theme. I'm real pleased with how it turned out. And of course those bases I'm just tickled with. I love those. I will definitely keep my eye out for others in that that kind of off-white shade. Oh, we got a new Dollar Tree in Brunswick. It's opened in an old Rite Aid, and it's all clean and so fully stocked. It was fun to go to last weekend. So I pulled a couple of these little tree forms and got those. And then in my Roses Express, I found these little hair clips. And I don't know if it was the bows or if it was those bright colors, but they just, I just had to get them. I didn't know what I was going to do with them, but I was making these little candy trees, and then I decided I'd make one that I could keep. And so I decided I'd do kind of a pattern with these bows. And I thought, you know, I don't like the way styrofoam looks, so I decided to put this yarn again from Michaels on in just a, you know, a swirl pattern. And I thought the hot glue would stick to this yarn and then stick to that plastic of the bows better, and then to the styrofoam. And I certainly didn't want the styrofoam to show. Now I'm going to take off that little clip. It's all plastic. So I'm going to cut it with some dull scissors. I certainly don't want to use your good scissors. And then I got the little clip part off over on my cutting board, which I also, by the way, got at Rose's. It's a little glass cutting board. That lemon one over there. Now I was trying to decide, and look, the little bows just kind of nested in one another. So I laid out a pattern. I did do a pattern on this. The only color I decided not to use there was an orange. And again, I'm not putting orange. I love orange and peach when I'm doing like nautical and things with shells, maybe I'll save all that orange stuff for shells and nautical things. But I didn't use the orange in this particular pattern for my sweets theme. And see how they just kind of nest in one another and made just a great spiral. So I held it with one of those little pink clamps from the Dollar Tree. They had two sizes of those clamps over in the Crafter Square, and they're great to use for all kinds of stuff. But it just kept my fingers away from the glue and worked perfectly. And then that glue just goes right into that yarn, and you can't see the glue at all. It was great. Now I'm going to do another row of the twist of this design. On the top, it kind of overlapped just a little bit. And then as it goes down, it fits in there just a little bit better. But I kept the pattern going. You see, I've kind of got it all lined up, so I keep my pattern straight. I ended up using 4 packages of the bow hair clips, and they were $1.19 each. So not bad with the a little bit of yarn and of course the hot glue, and then the base from the Dollar Tree, $1.25. So, you know, not a terribly expensive project. Very quick to put together. It didn't take a whole lot of time. So I'll just finish up down at the bottom, and then I'm going to hot glue it to one of those clear bases, one of the clear covers. And I decided not to paint it because I'm going to put some tea lights under the clear base. And to make it just a little more sugary looking, I decided to put some fake sugar, some crystal glitter on it, because I just love that crystal color. It's not iridescent. I'm not a big fan of iridescent glitter, but the clear glitter from Hobby Lobby is just one of my favorites. It just looks beautiful on everything, and everything dries kind of clear, but glittery and sugary and pretty. And it took some of the jewel tones down to more of a pastel color, which of course is what I'm going for. But again, I don't know what drew me to those hair clips, but the bows or if the colors, but I just love the way this little tree turned out. I put one little white bow on top, just setting it on top. There is the topper. And it is so sparkly and sugary looking. And I put those little tea lights inside, which are on timers. The clear, of course, we could paint it later if I decide to, but I decided to leave it clear for now. And I just love the way it looks. So fun. So here's my dining room with my sweets theme going on. I'm just loving it. Thank you so much for sticking with me and watching the whole video. I want to leave you with a scripture today as we finish looking at the finished products and goodies and sweets from Psalm 104, verses 33 and 34. I will sing to the Lord all my life. I will sing praise to my God as long as I live. May my meditation be sweet to him as I rejoice in the Lord. Again, thank you so much for watching. I would love it if you'd please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that anytime I upload a video, you can get that notification. I'm a little sporadic with my uploading. I'm a little slower than normal. I am on full chemo right now, which I have waves of, sick feeling and then waves of great feeling. And so I just craft when I'm feeling good and craft when I don't feel good. And crafting always makes me feel better. So from the Blue House on the Corner, God bless. I'll see you next time.